I think one key aspect of this program that took me a while to fully grasp when I was younger going through this is that family will be involved and will be the same ones who will collaborate, with a bunch of random people in order to sabotage or come against your life in some way, shape, or form, or attempt to sabotage. And honestly, I didn't really think it was that deep at first. I really didn't think that, even your own relatives will be the same ones that are participating in a slow kill program. But from what I've seen and like the amount of jealousy and envy that I've gotten, the passive aggressiveness from these people, and that's the thing. I could understand if you did something to somebody, or you know what I'm saying, like you treated somebody a certain way, or there was a reason. But I've realized that, these people are so far gone and so brainwashed and evil that you don't need to give them a reason. They don't need a reason. There doesn't have to be a motivation, because a lot of people got that monkey see, monkey do, follow the herd sheep mentality. So you got to couple that in for all my targeted individuals, you who are TIs, but you come from big families and you got a lot of siblings. For those who have realized their families have turned on them as well, you got to couple all those things that I've said in with the fact that a lot of these people are also being coached by narcissists. So that's why I never really had a relationship with my younger siblings. That's why I didn't even really get the chance to get close to them or actually be there, because I was already, slandered, and they had already created triangulation. And that's the thing. Narcissistic parents who are involved in your perping and stuff, they tend to play a role in this, especially if you got like a stepmom or stepdad, somebody who isn't even your real biological blood relative, especially if they never favored you in the first place or never even liked you. So you got all these people who are already miserable, that are supposed to be adults, that are supposed to be grown adults, creating gossip, all this triangulation, all this drama, and then dividing up their families, dividing up their siblings, turning their children against one another. And all of this is done, I believe a lot of this is done out of jealousy, but not only that, but it's done to benefit the program, the organized stalk, if you want to call it a program, the gang stalking and the organized stalking. So it's all really, it's different aspects of division and different forms of hate and division, but it all works towards one common goal. And so that's what I realized when going through this, and just seeing how siblings will bring other people that they're associated with into the slander and the hate campaigns and the perping. So your own family will be collaborating with perps and gang stalkers that are usually sent to them, because it's a really scripted, planned out type of life, type of society. So a lot of these people, like I said, they bond over the jealousy and hate that they have towards you. And that's what I want to say. This is really what showed me how evil that these individuals and organized stalking, organized harassment is. It's really it's almost like, I've dealt with this a lot, where people will treat you like shit and will put you down, and it's like everybody has an inside joke about you, but you don't know what the joke is, so they all look at each other like they know something about you, and then and they're all condescending and they're all mocking you literally in your face. Every time I was inside around my siblings and things like that, and my own mom would join in that stuff. So imagine you're being mocked by all these people, but you did nothing to them to deserve that. And so that's why I was really puzzled. I was really confused. And for a long time, it took me a while to come to grips with reality that these people really are this low and miserable. They really are like haters on that level. Like that's all a gang stalker is a hater with the backing of corrupted authority figures and resources. That's really all a gang stalker is. And I don't take it all personal. Some of them don't even know us personally. But when it's people in your actual life who treat you like this, then you start to see the truth for what it is. Like, a lot of these people are miserable. Because if you weren't miserable, why are you joining in a group to come against one person? That don't make no sense. If you weren't miserable, you'd be worried about your own life and trying to figure out what you're going to do with your life. But instead, people like to base their whole, purpose in life on tearing down another person, which to me, that's just a waste of life. Like, what's the point of even existing at that point? Same thing with these perps and gang stalkers. What's the point of even living if your whole life is based around doing something like this? So, and there's so many aspects about it. I understand, like, family members have group chats and, they all communicate with one another and, they think you don't know. The one time you do go around, everybody's quiet, texting each other on the phones in front of you. Everybody's all silent, though. That's usually what people do when they've been talking behind your back and conspiring against you. So all I got to say is, it took me a while back then, but over time I had to understand that even family is really deeply involved in something like this. And the same people you have love for, just because y'all are related, that don't mean they got love for you. These people will watch you when you're down, they'll kick you when you're down, and they have the resources to help even if you don't ask for help. People who actually got real love for you and supposed to care about you would do anything to help somebody. But the thing is, they don't want to do that. That's not their goal. They're not here to help you grow in life or get anywhere in life. So that's why, I understand a lot of TIs, a lot of people who went through narcissistic abuse have like separated from their family, because that's one of the major things you got to do, because these people are gonna try to get in your head. They might try to use their past against you, since they were with you since you were younger, so they know how you used to be or things like that. And they'll really try their best to put you down. But I just wanted to speak on that, because that's really something that I experienced a lot. And that's just by me staying in my car and not even being in the actual house around them. You know what I mean? They'll set up things to be in my area, and like, as soon as I see them setting up something or getting somebody to come visit them, which it's all fucking scripted, so they can start directed conversation, I automatically I remove myself from the area. I leave. I go for a walk or something. That's what you got to do as a TI, as somebody who knows how narcissistic people work. You gotta, as soon as you see them starting to organize the shit, the street theater and the directed conversation, you gotta remove yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta just get out the way, because that's what they feed off of. They've been trying real hard, I can't lie. They've been pushing for a reaction. They've been trying to get me to react. These past couple months, they've been really trying it. But that's why I just been staying outside. I've been staying in nature. I've been going for walks, because that's the only thing you can do at some points. We all go through our low points being a TI, and sometimes you go through your high points. I've had a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. I've had things. I've lost things. That don't mean it's impossible to bounce back. But Yeah, I just want to say that, you know, it took me a long time back then, but now I see that it was never nothing wrong with me. And as a TI, it's never you. You know what I mean? These people are basically employed haters. They're employed to come against you in your life. You know what I mean? They're manipulated to come against you in your life. So I try not to take it too personal. But when it comes to family, you know, that's a little different. And seeing that they're involved with random perps and people of society trying to slow kill me with this whole so-called program, that made me really look at family really like in a different light. And at the end of the day, I don't know, that's not really you know, defeating me or making me have a defeated mindset. They're just another hater in the long line and list of haters that I already had. So all they did was just reveal their hand, and that's what really made me aware of all this. You know, because people are going to reveal their true colors. They're always going to reveal their true colors every time. It's just they think that you're not aware, you know, so they get comfortable and the mask slips. So y'all just be aware, take care of yourself out there, man. A lot of these people, they're miserable, man. They want you to be like them. That's what it is. They want you to be miserable. Because they already sold their souls. They're too far gone.